Hello, darlings. It's nice to see you all again, and thanks for joining me for today's video. Well, story time. And today I'm going to tell you about the story about the time when Callie, yes, this one, got me into trouble, and I mean big trouble. Didn't you? Yes, you did. So what happened was, I was doing the washing one day, and I just finished taking out the washing from the dryer into the basket, and Callie and I were walking up the driveway towards our apartment. And all of a sudden, my neighbour's cat came out of nowhere. And what did Callie do? She ran over and pounced on Lauren's cat, who was a beautiful tabby. I think she was a girl, if I remember right. And she was 13 years old at the time, so she was quite old. And Callie was quite young at the time. I think Callie was about 3 or 4, if I remember right. So anyway, Lauren and I, we've jumped over onto our cat's trunk to separate them. Say hello to everyone. Say hello. And we finally got them separated. I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Lauren. I had no idea that your cat was outside because we had an agreement because our cats didn't get along. So we had an agreement where I would let Callie out during the daytime and she would let her cat out in the evening for a couple of hours. So that was our arrangement." And she said, "Oh no." What happened was she opened up the door and the cat just took off, which cats do that occasionally. They're very fast. So I thought that was the end of it. And Lauren's cat, I can't remember her name, but she started to walk towards the stairs. And Callie, she had other ideas. She went and she attacked her cat again, and I'm like, "Oh no, Callie, you naughty girl." Yes, you were. I know Callie's a good girl all the time, but occasionally she can be naughty. Well, can't all fur babies. So, Lauren and I have taken off for the cats again to separate them for a second time. And then her cat jumped off the stairs onto the ground and took off somewhere. And Lauren's trying to get past Callie because she wants to go and get her cat, and Callie wouldn't let her pass. Now, have you seen the film Shrek where... Hang on, let me get comfy. Have you seen the film Shrek where Puss in Boots jumps out at Shrek with the big sword? Well, instead of picturing that Puss in Boots, picture that as this one. Yes, Callie. So, I had no idea what she was going to do. She was just sitting there casually on her bum, and she looks at me, then she looks back at Lauren, and then all of a sudden, Callie just stood up on the back of her legs. She's got her paws up like this and her claws out, going like this to Lauren, and she's got her tail sticking up in the air going whack, 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 casual, like with this real attitude. Well, Callie is the queen bee of the block. There you go. There you go. You sit down there. You want a rub? Let me give you a rub. You want to go over there? There you go. You go sit over there. There she is. She wants to look out the window. Good girl. Who's a good girl? Yes, you are. Oh, so funny. And Lauren, she was really peeved off. I don't blame her. I was really upset with Kelly too. And I felt really bad because Kelly had to go with her cat. So anyway, Kelly chased Lauren down the stairs because when Kelly's standing on her back legs, standing up with her paws, but the claws out hissing and snarling and swiping at Lauren. All of a sudden, she just leaps up onto Lauren like a panther. And she chased Lauren down the stairs. And Lauren's gone somewhere to look for her cat. It's running in the back somewhere. I'm not sure where. So anyway, I finally got Kelly inside. And I said, "You are a naughty girl." And Kelly, yes, a pretty baby. Pretty girl. Hang on, Mummy making a video and you're the star of the show. Come up here with Mummy. Come on. Come up here with Mama. So anyway, Kelly looks at me and she pokes her tongue at him and then she turns around and walks off into the bedroom with her tail stuck up in the air going, like a real cat Shirley. Didn't you? Yes, you did, you naughty girl. That's a shaky girl. So, alright, you go over there. You go over there. So, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. And I felt really bad. So, I went looking for Lauren and her cat because I felt so bad. And I found her behind our apartment block. And I couldn't apologise to her enough. I said, "Lauren, I'm so sorry." And I went to give her Kitty a pat and she goes, don't touch her. And which I can understand, she was feeling upset. I mean, I was upset too. And I was trying not to laugh when Kelly stood up on her back paws, like how Puss in Boots did, because she looked so funny, and that just made Lauren even more upset. And anyway, 3 days later, when I walked past Lauren's apartment, I saw her packing boxes and her apartment was bare, and I'm thinking, oh no, she's moving out because of what Kelly did. Now I'm feeling really bad because, I mean, things could have been worse, because, I mean, Kelly had a good chunk of tabby fur in her mouth, which I had to pull out. And I mean, it could have been worse because, I mean, if Lauren had have taken her cat to the vet, I would have had to pay for the vet bill. You see what I mean? But that didn't happen, thank goodness. And so I thought, well, she's moving up because of Kelly. Now I'm feeling really bad. And then about a week later, I was speaking to one of my girlfriends who also lives on the block. And she said, and I told her what happened, and she said no. Lawrence moved out into an apartment with her mum, and they have been planning this for a really long time. So, just say hypothetically, Kelly, that never happened with Kelly. Kelly never attacked her cat, just say. Lawrence still would have moved out anyway. But if my girlfriend had never told me about how she was planning to move out with her mum to save money, to this day I still would have thought that she moved out because of what Kelly did. You see what I mean? Because that's what it looked like to me, even though it wasn't really. And then when I told my mum about what happened, she said, the reason why Kelly did that is because you're her mummy and she was protecting you. So I thought about that for a while and I thought, well, maybe she's right. Because when our fur babies do things like that, you have to look at it from their perception, not our perception. And so Kelly did that because she in her mind, she was protecting me, her mum. And got to remember that our fur babies are our real children too. And they don't see their owners as owners. They see their owners as their real parents, which we really are. So, and of course our fur babies are going to protect their parents, their owners, aren't they? So the moral of the story is that our fur babies do protect their owners. So I have a question for you all, and I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Has your fur baby ever protected you? I would love to know your stories about your fur babies protecting you. Please leave them in the comment section. So that's my video for today, telling you about the story how Kelly got me into big trouble. Come on, puppy. Come on. Here she comes. Come on. Come on. Come up here with Mummy. She wants to go outside and play, I think. Let's turn you around. She wants to go outside and play, so she can go outside and play in a minute. Okay, so that's my video for today. Thanks for joining me for my video. I hope you enjoyed a story about the time when Kelly got me into big trouble. Here, say hello to everyone. Say bye-bye. We're going to go now. Come on, say bye-bye, everyone. Say bye-bye. No, she wants to go out and play. All right, there you go. Okay, so that's my video for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Now remember, please subscribe to my channel to support me, and don't forget to give my videos a thumbs up. So until then, stay safe and drive carefully. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye, darlings.